Howdy everybody, and welcome to the Oh-PieCast. My name is Sam.
My name's Isaac.
And I'm Josh.
And today we're going to be doing a review on an anime which is Erased.
Ooh.
Or Bokudachi.
Bokudake Gai Naimachi.
Alright.
There you are.
The term about me.
Yeah, so let's go over the plot, shall we?
This anime follows the story of Satoru Fujinuma, who has this ability to turn back time whenever something bad happens, and basically ends up going back to his childhood to resolve the tragedy.
Yeah, because basically a bunch of his classmates got killed and his close older friend is being blamed, but he doesn't actually believe that his older friends did it.
He wants to go back and clear his name.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. And he's now a lot older, and Satoru is a kind of unsociable pizza delivery guy. And one day he's out shopping with his mum, and revival just suddenly happens.
Well, it happens before that.
Yes.
But I mean, there's like a bit where there's like a truck.
Yeah,
and a crash and he stops
There's a
doesn't waste any time.
Yeah, there's a whole sort of sci-fi element to this series, but it doesn't overburden it. It introduces you to it very directly at the beginning, and then
sort of builds up on that.
Yeah, and it's not like Steins Gate where it's like all over the show with sci-fi.
Yeah,
it's very there's a basic idea. He goes back in time when something bad happens, he can fix it, and it moves on. If you not a sci-fi fan, I still think that you can enjoy this.
Yeah, I mean.
So anyways, he's out shopping with his mum, and revival happens. Nothing much happens. He just goes on. She goes on until a lot later. She just mysteriously dies, and so.
The series soon reveals that his mother noticed the kidnapper during that mysterious revival. And when Satoru returns to his childhood, he assumes that his mother's murderer must have been the killer.
Yeah, so he goes back in time to like 20 years to he's like 30 years old, but he's in like a 10-year-old body, and he's like living out his childhood again, whilst also trying to solve the identity of the killer.
Yeah, and he's really pushed to the limits to find this murderer so his mother doesn't die and these horrific future events don't happen. But it's also a very personal story in that he resolves a closure with his past to create this brighter future.
Yeah,
it's about opening up to others a lot of the view, isn't it?
Yeah,
because he makes like new friends from his childhood.
This tragedy really, it closed him off. Like he doesn't really speak to anyone after that.
Yeah, I know. I think a really good thing about the show is that at the beginning he's a very insociable character. Like you see him, this pizza delivery guy.
And at the end, then he's got more friends because he kept his friends through school.
You got that contrast with his co-worker, is this bubbly, energetic girl, and then he doesn't want to speak to anybody. He doesn't want to know her. Yeah, she comes visit him in the hospital, and he's like, why is she doing this for me? Yeah,
I think to relive his childhood, because when he was a kid, I think he got so used to being a person that he wasn't, because he wanted to create friends so desperately. He kind of put on a sort of a bit of a vein, he was living his life in vain.
It said he was being fake. Yeah, that was it. It said he was a fake.
His friend.
It's really because he's like 30 years old, but he has like the mind of a 30-year-old in a 10-year-old body, so he can like talk to more people, and
so I think he's learned from his childhood, because when he was a kid originally, his friend who gets Yuki, isn't it?
Yuki,
who supposedly killed all these girls. He said, he was giving him advice on how to, sort of be a different person.
Yuki was a real role model for him.
Yeah, and how to be a different.
It doesn't seem like he had a father.
Yeah. Well, it's anime, isn't it? I mean, they don't really.
Well, the parents in anime.
I mean, he had a mother, but
his father doesn't really
say anything about his father, I don't think.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some pretty deep themes, this anime, with like domestic violence and.
It's got real deep themes. It's
It's kind of good though. It's like a.
I think if you like investigations and
it's definitely like a thriller sort of anime.
You can enjoy it with that, but it's good. It's also it has this sci-fi element.
It's not really got much sci-fi in it, apart from you can go back in time. It's really about like who's the killer. That sort of thing.
And I think as he relives his childhood, and he kind of, it's about who accepts him as a person. I think, in the sense that he doesn't really put on the persona that he did as a kid, and now he's more emotionally complete. And I think that shows at the end of the season. It shows that you need friends. It shows that you need family in life to get where you want to. But the people that don't accept you, they're the one who aren't. They're the people that aren't the true friends.
Yeah, because I mean, he does go back and change some things. Yeah. Like there was a bit where he's like doing an ice skating competition. Yeah. And he doesn't win. Yeah. And the guy turns out to be like a famous in the future ice skating guy.
Yeah. So it
does kind of change the past, sort of, in a way.
I like it how it sort of returns to his sort of present situation, because he goes back in time and he fails completely, doesn't he? And then it's sort of like mid-season, he fails in solving the case.
Yeah, and then he goes back
mid-season.
It leaves like a constant tension throughout, kind of like in Inception, like when they're in the dream, and then like you know that as soon as they come out, then there's danger straight away. Yeah,
and I think it's just really well put together.
It's pretty sad as well, to be honest. Like especially when she's like got the food, the breakfast scene. Yes. But I don't want to spoil it too much. But
we don't want to spoil it too much. But there's this girl. Is it Kayo?
Hinazaki Kayo.
And she's going through domestic violence, and she was one of the girls.
Yeah, and he basically helps her
murdered,
like to get away from her mother.
He gets to know the victims a lot. He becomes friends with all these victims and tries to save them.
At first, he think it's something to do with her mother. So you know.
Yeah,
it's
so you think her mother's the killer,
like
but
the mother killed her,
but it comes to being like it's not actually.
It's not actually.
That case.
But we don't want to.
We don't want to
give too much away. I
I
thought that was a really interesting point, Josh. He said that he looked up to, he didn't have a father, but
Yuki.
Yeah. And he looked up to Yuki, but he also looks up to his peers. He looked up to Sensei, his sensei.
Yeah.
His teacher.
It was very interesting as well. But
Sensei's not really a peer, but
it's he sort of looks up to his teacher.
I kind of felt like this thing had a whole I know you're gonna probably laugh at me, but I kind of feel like this. It had a feeling of the Goonies, but a lot more serious.
Oh yeah, maybe.
The sense that these kids are all grouping together to protect. Protect
each
one individual. Yeah. And even though it's like a real dark version of the Goonies, it's not like they're going on a treasure island. It's developing with domestic violence and a serial killer. But I don't know.
Just band together to protect each other from this killer.
Yeah. So
but only he knows there's a killer. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Which also makes it quite good.
Yeah.
Because like everyone else thinks he's just like playing detective and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's actually trying to find out who did it.
Yeah, because obviously you were saying earlier on about him being trapped in a younger person's body. He's younger cells, but he's actually 30. I think probably is it Kenya?
Yeah.
His friend.
Who sort of he's obviously not thinking like, oh shit, you're stuck. You're a 30-year-old in this person's body.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that because he's like 10 as well.
But he does definitely think that he sort of is a very older person who gains respect.
You can sort of just tell by the way he acts, and I suppose that's one of the things it's trying to show, like the differences between childhood and adulthood, and
how things can drastically change
how he's different from everyone else.
I tell you what,
you can see that.
I'm just gonna throw a curveball here, but I actually think that I would like to relive my childhood again. That would be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It depends. You have to.
Well, I thought adulthood was going to be a lot better than childhood, but it's not. No. You can just.
It depends which you're looking at, though, isn't it? Like when you're a child, you want to be an adult, but when you're an adult, you don't want to be an adult.
Yeah, I know.
It's like that sort of thing.
I know. So, what do we think of the visual style?
It's pretty good. It was, well received.
Yeah. It was I think it was nice. It was kind of like
it was
animation style's pretty good.
Yeah, it was just good, wasn't it? It was just good.
Yeah,
it had some good 3D animation in there.
There's only like
no kind of place or anything. It was
like when he went back in time when he was like looking at school. I think
that was in episode
pretty
1
good.
when it pans across.
It shows everything.
This show is probably a heck of a lot more serious to not really mess around with all that moe crap of like over
it's very much dark seriousness.
Yeah, it is, and I don't know. I like it. I like the theme tune as well. That was pretty good.
I think the starting theme pretty good, but I think the ending theme's a little bit better for me.
I love the ending theme.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Yeah, and it definitely it was Did you think that the length of it, the episode sort of length, I think it's 12, 13 episodes, is good?
I think 12 episodes is about right for it, to be honest, because you don't want it to drag on.
You don't want it to drag on.
Kind of, because it's coming towards the end.
Yeah.
Like halfway, it's like, who is the guy?
You can look back on it and you can say this was a really great
short anime.
Short anime.
The good thing with its anime is they managed to keep the tension all the way through. I think if they
If
had
20, yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
any longer than that, then
It
you'd
would
have
have
compromised
dragged.
that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to
This tension
keep it
building up.
dragging on like
It's
for ages.
Yeah, it seems to reveal something every episode, and you know,
they don't waste any time.
Yeah.
it makes you really. It's really compulsive. Like I'm not on that. Like I've not really watched a heck of a lot of anime. I think this is like the third anime that I've watched, maybe fourth, and you guys have watched a lot. But I can say as a newcomer that this is very accessible because it's just. I think it's just a really great thriller story. But also, if you're an anime fan like Josh and Isaac, I think.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
It is great. Yeah. I'd probably say it's like the 4th best anime.
For me, it's a 9 out of 10.
I'd say 8 to 9. Yeah, I'd
It's a
say
9.
as well.
And I'd agree with you. I'd have to say 9 because I mean the only things I'm judging at this point, I'd watched Steins Gate,
That's
Gurren
good.
Lagann, and another. So I'm judging it completely against those. But I'm just gonna see it as a TV show, and yeah.
That's
I'd give
pretty
it a
good.
9 out of
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
So I think that concludes our review.
Yeah, so thanks for watching.
Or
Not
listening.
watching. I'm so used to saying that because I've been on damn YouTube for when I was like a long time. But
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening anyway.
Thanks
Go and
for
search his
listening.
channel. It's very embarrassing for him.
please don't. It was a while ago. I was a different person back then.
So yeah, thanks for watching.
I'm going to revive myself.
Listen, what are we saying now?
I know you said it. I'm going to revive myself. Go back in time when something bad happens. I wish you could do that on a podcast.
Just now, go back in time.
Yeah, we're going to revive. We've revived, right? Yeah. So thanks for listening.
Everybody, yeah. If you wanna, what is it? Follow.
Yeah, follow us.
I don't know much about the platform you're using.
Just do it and just follow us. Just
And yeah,
keep on tuning in.
like it, subscribe it, follow it,
whatever. Just do whatever to it.
Breathe it.
Yeah. Just
Ingest it.
share the word.
Buy it.
Yeah. Share the word, and we'll hopefully be able to do another review sometime soon. So thanks. This has been Sam.
This has been Isaac.
And this is collectively. This has been Oh-Pie.
Goodbye.
Bye.